Hey everyone, Cinna's left back from a rather long hiatus, and this is the first Friday night Fortnite video since I came back. Well, it's kind of Fortnite. I thought it would be a good idea to remake all of the default skins in Fortnite on The Sims 4, so I've started with Hawk here. He's a new skin that was replaced from Chapter 1. As you can see, there's like a little small version of both default skins on the left there. I've included the thumbnail images, so by all means let me know what you think. I'm doing all of the default skins in this video, and I think that I did overall an okay job. Obviously not everything's perfect because The Sims wasn't set up with the Fortnite in mind. Next up here we have Renegade. He didn't really change too much from Chapter 1. They gave him a new hairstyle and new clothes just like they did with most of the default skins. So he was fairly easy to match and mimic. My plan for all of these default skins is to create sort of like a duos match with them in The Sims. Let me know in the comments if that's something you might be interested in seeing. I've considered making that my first stream, where they will kind of fight to the death. I'll pair a male sim up with a female sim where we would have 4 sets of 2, and they will not exactly battle it out in true Battle Royale style, but there will be some challenges that they have to overcome, and the best pair wins. So next up here we have Spitfire. He's another one that didn't change a whole lot from Chapter 1. He did grow a rather awesome beard, which you'll see me struggle with in a little bit, just because there's a few different beard options in The Sims, and none of them felt quite right. But back to my idea for the duos challenge. They're essentially going to be paired up and locked into buildings, and the group that does the best will be the ones that get to live, and I will kill everyone else, or they might die on their own. Here are those beard issues I was talking about. The beard that looked closest to the picture really covered his upper lip, and I didn't like the way that was clipping, but I didn't want to alter his facial features either, so I went ahead and gave him the smoother looking beard. Next up, we have Jonesy. He is iconic. He's been in so many different trailers and so many different seasons for Chapter 1 that everybody knows Jonesy's face. So I really wanted to make sure that I did him justice. I felt like they had a really good hair that matched Jonesy. They had a lot of really good default noses and everything to get me kind of jumping off to a good place to mold him. And he was, I want to say, maybe the easiest of all of the guys to do, just because you see him all the time. So the men pretty much wrap up with him. I will go through and name everyone and select aspirations for each and every one of them, just to really flesh them out. They have also all been uploaded to the gallery as a group, so you can download all 8 of the default skins and play with them in your own Sims game if you like to play The Sims. That's just something that I thought there wasn't really much of a market for Fortnite characters on The Sims, and I figured I could oblige people there. I think I might make that a regular thing where I take different Fortnite skins, make them in The Sims, and upload them to the gallery so you guys can fight them if you want to. Next up, we're gonna have the ladies that I'm gonna be working on. They actually had 2 default skins that were replaced and made to look very, very different for Chapter 2. But first up, we are going to be starting with another iconic face here, Ramirez. You can't ever replace Ramirez. She's in Save the World, she's in Battle Royale, she's everywhere. She's another one that was fairly easy for me to go through and get her to looking the way that I wanted to. If you haven't played Save the World, she's kind of the lead character that you start out with. She has to fight I call them zombies. I know they're not called zombies in Save the World. I don't play it enough, though, to really remember what they're called. But she fights them, and you can get other heroes unlocked as well. So I wanted to start off everything with her. To be honest, I'm kind of rooting for her duo to win. I'm going to be pairing them off kind of randomly, just whoever's standing next to each other pretty much. Once I load them onto the lot will be who gets paired with who. Next up here we have Headhunter. She's another one that got a new look. She's kind of similar to the soccer skin Poise Playmaker, which I didn't 100% understand because the original version of Headhunter looked just like one of the other soccer player skins. So that was a little bit confusing as to why they went that route for the change. I mean, all they did was copy the other skin's head, put it on her, and that's really it. You know, I wish that if they were going to go with these changes, they would really make them a little bit more different, just so that way it didn't seem like they were just recycling the same things over and over and over. Next up here, we have Banshee. She's another one that I feel is one of the more iconic skins, not merely because of her presence in trailers or anything like that, like with Jonesy, but mainly just because you see her just everywhere. I feel like, I know there's gotta be a set of like even percentages as to which default skin you're going to become when you have that selected, but I do feel like I see her default run around a little bit more often than any of the others. I don't know why. I just think that that's the case. So she was pretty easy to go through. We had similar hairs. The most difficult part of this whole challenge was clothing, and I just kept with a brown and green color scheme with like jeans for their bottoms, and it worked out pretty well. But last and not least, we have Wildcat here. Now, in Chapter 1, Wildcat was a redhead. I'm not sure why they decided to make her look just like the branded Brigadier. There's also another soccer skin that looks just like her, but they did. I probably could have got her hair a little bit shorter and made it look nice, but I really wasn't feeling the way it looked. So I went with the longer option, and like I said, you know, just the clothing choices were always the hardest. I didn't want everybody to be wearing the exact same thing. The pants I kind of went with just because it really reminded me of the straps and things that they had around their legs and the braces. So I think that worked out pretty well. But that is just about wrapping everything up here. Everybody's got aspirations. They're all uploaded on the gallery. You can download them if you want. I will be trying to do this on a stream. Please let me know if you think that's a good idea. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun YouTube things, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my lovelies.